Oh, brutal. What band did you regret touring with? And then she starts biting my hand, like gnawing on my hand, like hard as fuck. Whoever fucking wrote this just smoked crack. I don't think you need to wrinkle them all up. Just feels like he's doing something. Ready? Let's get to it. Most uncomfortable live show moment. My dick was hanging out of my pants. Pretty much half of a full show. Like not all the way out, but like when I looked down, I could see dick. So I figured that other people could see dick. That was a bummer. Actually, that wasn't that big of a bummer. It was more uncomfortable, like outfit-wise. The most uncomfortable show that we've played was in South Carolina years and years ago at a bar on the off season of college, so there was nobody there. There probably wouldn't have been anybody there even if college was in. And a pregnant lady, a little person, and a security guard were the only 3 people, and the bartender were the only, so there's 4 people in there. And the pregnant lady was smoking cigarettes and drinking, and the little person, chick, got super drunk and very sexually aggressive towards like numerous band members. And I, at the time, had a girlfriend, or else probably this would have been a better story. And at one point, the little person, the little lady, was on her bar stool and fell off of her bar stool. And that's a pretty far fall for a little lady. Knocked herself out cold. Security guard picked her up, took her outside. And the whole thing was like live streamed, and we can't find the live stream. But zero people, 0 fans. We had a lot of those. So that was probably the most uncomfortable. Haters. This is good. I stopped reading comments a long time ago just because there's no point in reading comments, because some people just go online just to be haters and like get other people to talk to them. Either it's for attention, or if that's how they really feel, that's fine. And this is mainly because the type of band that we are, we go into the studio with no expectations, and we go in and we write kind of different albums each time, and we have different styles. So a lot of the kids that like our hip-hop stuff won't like the folky stuff, and the kids that like the folky stuff won't like the hip-hop stuff, and then the reggae kids will like the reggae stuff. So you get these little cliques that are going to kind of hate on everything. But if you really understand the Dirty Heads and you really like the Dirty Heads, you'll like us because we do something different every time. But haters are fucking irrelevant. Just keep doing you. Keep doing what makes you happy. Okay. What's the longest I've gone with no shower on tour? Vans, Warped Tour, in a van, no hotel rooms, no money for a hotel room, waking up like 7 to do your own merch, set up everything. Probably, I'd say at least a week or 2, for sure. Sometimes that happens nowadays. You just gotta go with the baby wipes. Just baby wipe your whole shit up. What the fuck? Oh no! Have you ever fired someone right after the show and felt good? I don't know who wrote this question, or if they even know that, like, yeah, this has happened. No, it doesn't feel good. Some people do things on the road that they're not supposed to do, or I don't know. We've definitely had to let some people go, and you become friends with these people because you're on the road with them and you work with them for a long time. That never feels good. Ooh. Who was the last person you punched in the face? Duddy. I punched Duddy in the face. We got really drunk in San Luis Obispo and started drinking Adios Motherfuckers at like 10 in the morning. And by 10 at night, it was just like mayhem. I had a white Ruka hoodie on, and we were already pretty aggressive, and he'd pushed me into some pizza, and the pizza had fucked up my Ruka hoodie, and then we got into some shit, and then we were just both drunk, and then he was screaming at me, telling me to punch him. So I punched him. So, I mean, he asked me to, so it was more so he wanted it. So I was just doing what like a good friend would do, punch his buddy in the face when he was really, seems like he needed to get punched in the face. Have I ever passed out on stage? No. I've had food poisoning, had diarrhea on stage. not come out of my body, but I had to stand still in front of the mic on 4th of July. Have you smoked? That's not a word. Does anybody know what this is? That's not a word. It says UR2C25. Swear to God. What a word is that? Is that some new shit that I don't know about?
Crack. That says crack.
That says crack? Whoever fucking wrote this just smoked crack. No, never smoked crack. Oh, brutal. What band did you regret touring with? Usually when us and the Cage the Elephant guys get together, something really, really bad and good happens. They really fucking know how to party. And we know how to party. So usually there's a very long hangover period or something like that, or there was when we ever get together with Cage the Elephant. Where was your last shirt? So I haven't shit my pants in a long time. I don't think since I was a kid, but I have numerous friends that shart like still a lot, like to this day, to where it's a thing. Like think about it. Think about the last time that you farted and shit came out. Like if you are my age and you haven't figured out your body and like, oh, this doesn't feel right, I'm not gonna chance this. I feel like people that shart, they kind of know it's like, oh, this could be a shart. If I feel something where I'm like, this could be a shart, I'm not gonna chance it. There's people out there that are much more, they're daredevils. And they're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna see what happens. And then they enjoy it. Oh, I can't do that one. I'm married now. If I could lick my balls, would I? Of course I would lick my balls. No. Like, to clean your balls? As in because if you could lick your balls, that'd just be like, could you suck your own dick? Would you suck your own dick? I feel like is the real question. Because if you could reach your balls, why are you gonna lick your own balls? Like, what are you doing with the balls? You're gonna be like, okay, can I suck my own dick? Do you really want your own dick in your mouth? Do you want a dick in your mouth? I don't want a dick in my mouth, so I probably wouldn't suck my own dick and or lick my own balls. It sounds funny, so I'd be like, yeah, I'd lick my own balls. That's hilarious. But balls are fucking gross. It feels good when you get your balls licked, but I can't tickle myself, so I don't think if I licked my balls, it would feel that good. Any shows I don't remember. There's numerous shows I don't remember. Favorite country to travel to for tour? I'm gonna have to say South America, because when we go to Europe, I would say Europe, but when we go there, it's always winter. It's fucking miserable because it's just cloudy and you don't see the sun for like 2 weeks. And Canada's dope, but it's similar to America. I really like Toronto and Vancouver and Montreal. But I'd have to say South America, Florianopolis, Brazil, all that shit. Weed or alcohol? I'm gonna have to go with weed. Do you fart while you're eating? It's not necessarily like a thing that I know that I do. Like it's not a conscious thing. Whoever wrote that, like they have to be like, oh, I fart a lot while I'm eating dinner. No, I don't fart while I'm eating dinner. That's fucked up. Especially if you're out with other people eating dinner. Like if you want to be a dick and you see somebody sit like in front of you eating sushi or something and you fart, and it's kind of fucked up. I probably have, but it's not like a thing that I do. It's not my, okay, craziest fan interaction. We were in London, Ontario at a very small club, and this young lady was at the front of the stage and there was no barricade, and she kept putting her hand out, and you do the fives or whatever. You don't want to do like the little boy band stuff where you put your hand in the crowd. You give people fives every once in a while. I slap her five, she like grabs my hand and it pulls my hand in. I look down, I feel it, like see her like kind of kissing my hand. I'm like, that's weird. And then she won't let go, I like kind of move over, and then she starts biting my hand, like gnawing on my hand, like hard as fuck. Like not nibbles, like she's biting my fucking hand where I have to like grab it, pull it away. I'm like, wow, that's really weird, this lady bit me. Okay, so I like go and I post like a funny thing about her line or say, hey, I got bit tonight in London, that was weird. That lady must have been on Molly or some shit. And then she messages me back and she's like, hey, I'm the girl that bit you. all my friends are making fun of me. Can you please take that post down? I was like, sorry, bitch. You bit me. I can't. That's what you get for biting me. I love you. But that's what happens when you do too much ecstasy and go to a show and bite somebody's fucking hand. People are going to talk about it. Cannibals.